Okay, Detective Brown, Eufaula Police Department. This is our police report for October 23rd through October 28th, 2013. During that time period, we had a total of 19 traffic arrests, 18 other arrests, totaling 36 arrests. On a traffic arrest, we had 4 for speeding, 1 DUI, 1 running red light, 1 running stop sign, 2 for no driver's license, 5 driving while suspended, 1 pedestrian under the influence, 1 improper tag, 2 for no seat belts, and 1 no proof of insurance. During that time period, we investigated 6 accidents. On the misdemeanor arrest, we had 2 for domestic violence, 2 assaults, 2 for disorderly conduct, 1 resisting arrest, 3 theft of property, 2 failure to appear, 2 for public intoxication, 1 for possession of marijuana second. On our felony arrest, we had 1 for child solicitation by computer, 1 discharging a firearm into an occupied dwelling, and 1 for assault second. Incident offense reports include possession of marijuana second, which occurred on South Eufaula Avenue. We had a theft of property third and public intox on Highway 30. Criminal mischief third that occurred on Brookhaven Estates. We had an information report on a dog bite on Dale Road. We had a disorderly conduct at Brookhaven Apartments. We had an information report done on South Eufaula Avenue. We had an unauthorized use of a vehicle that occurred on Fox Ridge Road. A harassing communication that occurred on Reeves Drive. A domestic violence third that occurred on Rivers Avenue that involved a boy and an ex-girlfriend. We had another domestic violence third, same couple on Rivers Avenue. We had a damage to property on West Union Street. Had an animal at large report on Wilson Drive. We had a harassment on Community Center Drive. We had an animal complaint on Cotton Hill Road. We had another dog bite complaint on Colby Avenue. Had a theft of property second degree that occurred on North Randolph Avenue.
Billy Lawrence Chevrolet is your home for great deals and real savings on both new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Right now, choose their great selection of GM certified vehicles that come with a 5-year, 100,000-mile warranty. And their service department has trained technicians that can service and repair your vehicle. Hurry into Billy Lawrence Chevrolet on Highway 431 South.
We had a terrorist threat from Cecil Street. This actually came from an inmate in the county jail.
What does that mean, a terrorist threat?
I think the report implied that the inmate called the victim and stated, when I get out of jail, I'm going to kill you. Technically, it's written up as a terroristic threat. Could actually be reduced as low as just a harassing communication. Right now, it's written up as terroristic
And you
threat.
said this was an inmate in the...
I believe it's in county jail, yes. Unlawful breaking and entering of a motor vehicle, and theft of property third on Pump Station Road. Another unlawful breaking and entering, theft of property second, that occurred, let me see, that was on Pebble Beach Drive. Had a burglary third and a theft of property third that occurred on River Street. A burglary third and a theft of property second that occurred on State Docks Road. Burglary third and theft of property third that occurred, I believe this was on Meadowbrook Drive.
That's several theft of properties, burglaries.
Right, we've been getting a rash of those here lately. It's just, I don't know if it's the time of the year or it's been a lot of that going on. We are actually investigating quite a few, and we have been fortunate enough to recover some of the properties that have been taken from some of these residents, but we're working, trying to get a hold on
Do you
who's doing
think
this kind of
this
stuff.
is being done by the same suspect, or does it seem to be connected in any way?
We believe there may be a group of people, the same group of people that might be doing these, committing these burglaries. Not exactly sure, but based on some information we got, it may be some of the same people that's doing it. Theft of property second, that occurred on Inlet Road. Arrest reports include arrest of Carolyn Denise Scott for driving under the influence. We have the arrest of Rochelle Russell for domestic violence third. We have the arrest of Travis Centel Harris for domestic violence third. We have the arrest of Brian Joseph Johnson for child solicitation by computer. I believe that's going to be I want to believe he was a teacher at Eufaula. Well, I mean not a teacher, but someone associated with ISS. Allegedly sent some inappropriate pictures to a student that attends the school also. Things occurred, I think, back in, maybe about a month or so ago, maybe less. I understand he turned himself in, and that's where this arrest came from.
Change the way you think about tires with a tire that outperforms the rest. Stop short and last longer. Save fuel. Get it with a Michelin tire from Herndon Tire Company. Outperforming for your business since 1964. Herndon Tire Company offers you the best tires, Michelin, and the best service. Alignments, brake repairs, struts, oil changes, custom exhaust, and nitrogen for your tires. For a safe, smooth ride, see them today. Herndon Tire Company, 810 South Eufaula Avenue, Eufaula.
And the arrest of Cheryl Parker for disorderly conduct. The arrest of Lorenza Johnson for discharging a firearm into an occupied dwelling that occurred over at the Jazzy Bones establishment. And we had a arrest of Cynthia Rump for assault second. This was stemming from an event that happened several months ago. And we finally were able to put our hands on her. She also had, she was also arrested for failure to appear on some other charges. And we had the arrest of Macon Manley for theft of property third and public intoxication. And the arrest of Stephen Goodbread for possession of marijuana second. That's what we have.
With the increase that we were talking about here a minute ago of thefts, how is the city handling places that buy from the general public, say adjacent to the city?
Right. Well, we have a connection with places like Leads Online that connects us to Blades and other outlets outside the city of Eufaula that we check daily for stuff that might have been brought into there, and we can call them at any given moment and they can let us know who brought something when. If we got a specific item, we can tell them what we want, what we're looking for, and if they find that item, they will let us know who brought it in, and we can hopefully make an arrest from there. We have made some arrests in the past using that system. Leads Online really helps us a lot. We have a way of touching everybody outside the city you follow. So, if somebody tries to take something outside, the biggest problem we have is if somebody takes something and they sell it to an individual, that's what gives us the problem. Rather than if they take to a pawn shop, we can pretty much narrow it down. And people are getting smart now. They know that we can check the pawn shops and all these other outlets. So if they bring it there, pretty much we're gonna know who brought it.
How long does it normally take the department to find out that there's a new business buying and selling to the public? Mainly buying.
I'm not really sure. Not really my field of expertise. I'm not really sure how long it really takes. I don't know the whole licensing process and all that. So
I know there's a new one out next to Level Acres, and I just wondered if you all have been checking it.
Me personally, I have not been.
Okay.
I don't know if somebody else has already checked it, but
Okay.
and I don't know what's the protocol once they set that business up. I don't know.
It was the craziest thing. I was just driving along, and this squirrel came out of nowhere. Wow. The good news is, Alpha has the largest customer service team in Alabama. So you'll be dealing with people here, not all over the country. Awesome. Really not a scratch on it. You are lucky.
For a plan built just for you, contact Keith Bryan in Eufaula.
If people have a concern that are in the community, what should they do if they wonder if merchandise there belongs to them? Well,
we ask them, if they happen to see that merchandise somewhere, not to try to retrieve it themselves, just to call us and let us know, I spotted my stuff at a certain place. We also ask them to help us is, if you start getting serious on them because the burglaries and house break-ins are getting so rampant, we ask that you try to keep tabs on your serial numbers and stuff like that, so that once we recover property, we want to be able to get it back to the owner as soon as we can. And one of the problems we had, like I said, is we recover some property, but we don't exactly know who it belongs to. For example, if we got 3 or 4 PlayStation 3, and you don't know the serial number of your PlayStation 3, I don't want to give you something that belongs to somebody else. And we don't want to just, have it and not be able to get it back to the owner. So it helps to write the serial numbers down, keep a tab on the stuff that you got, be very vigilant about when you leave your house, and, make sure you look at things before you walk away. And if you see something different when you walk to the house, don't go in, call us, let us go in first and see what we can come up with and if we can find anything. They're getting smarter. They're trying not to leave any fingerprints and stuff like that. And we ask neighbors to watch each other, because a lot of these recent burglaries have occurred during the day. They're waiting for you to go to work or go to school or take your child to school or something like that. And then we get a call shortly after you leave your house. Somebody broke into your house.
Is neighborhood watches a good idea?
Oh, absolutely. And we'll go to anybody's neighborhood watch meeting if they want us to add whatever they want us to. But tell them what we can tell them to help them. But by all means, neighborhood watch is good. Watching out for yourself, watching out for your neighbor really helps. Really helps, and it's occurring everywhere. The places you think it wouldn't happen is happening everywhere. Like I said, most of it's happening a lot of times during the day when people are at work or they're taking their kids to school. We just had one recently. Lady left just to take her child to school as soon as she got back home, a window had been kicked in. And they're taking electronic stuff, mostly computers, your desktop computers, laptops, Kindles, stuff like that. That's what they're taking. And I think it's stuff that they can actually sell to other individuals. We're not seeing that stuff anywhere in the pawn shops.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure, the chorus, my name is Lucky, and the reason they calls me Lucky is cause I got all of this money. And the reason I got all of this money is because I sells me gold on Dale Road.
Sell your gold on Dale Road. Sell your gold on Dale Road. Mr. Pond buys gold on Dale Road. Mr. Pond buys gold on Dale Road. Sell your gold on Dale Road. Sell your gold on Dale Road.